Morning guys, Emma Parsons here. I thought I'd just jump on here because I get asked a lot of questions about when I comment or make a statement that we have to take responsibility for what's going on in our lives. So I just want to clarify what this actually means and how you can implement it. It's one of the foundations of becoming a life architect of your own life, is to actually start taking responsibility for what's going on in your life. Now, this moves us from being the victim. So for instance, when I was divorced, I could sit in the mindset of, he did this, he did that, not take responsibility, push everything, all my blame onto him. Hey Casey, hey Linda, pushing all my blame onto him. That isn't taking responsibility. In that space, I have no power whatsoever. I have given it all to that other person. Whereas if I say, okay, I'm taking responsibility for the divorce, I'm taking responsibility for the separation, what can I take responsibility for, and what can I do to minimize the risks of it happening again? Does that make sense? I'll give you another example. So for instance, let's take the electricity. Say for instance we have a blackout, as a lot of us do when we have storms, right? We can then sit in that mentality of, oh my god, the electricity board, they can't get their act together, it's gone down again, and just again sit backing into that victim mentality. Hey Tina, hey Luke, hey Casey, sitting back in that victim mentality. From this place, again, we have no power. That power is now with the electricity board. Okay, how we take our power back, we take responsibility for what's actually going on. Okay, so there's no electricity, the storm's happened, both things out of our control. However, if we take responsibility for it, we can start minimizing how it's actually going to affect our lives from now on. So it's okay, so the electricity board, I have no electricity, there's a storm, how can I stop this from happening again? If it's impacted your life that much, take responsibility and put yourself into action. So, okay, well, if I get a generator and put it in the garage or put it outside, if it happens again, I've now taken responsibility for the power outage in my house, in my life. I have now put myself into action, now being the observer, not the participant, not the victim. And now when the next shortage comes, I've got a generator. It doesn't affect me because I've actually taken responsibility for something that has been out of my control. I've owned that and I've said, okay, what can I do in future for this to minimize my life, to minimize the impact on my life? Does that make sense? Let me know if you guys got any questions. There's loads of you guys on here. So it's not about putting the blame on us. It's not about that at all. So it's all about taking responsibility for what's happening to enable you to actually move into action for it not to impact your life as greatly or ever again. Okay, so I just want you to start looking at things that stepping out. So it's being that observer, looking in on what's actually going on in your life, taking responsibility for what's going on in your life and say, okay, how can I stop this from happening again? How can I become responsible for what's happened so I can put myself into action so it doesn't happen again, or it minimizes the risk of it happening again? We're constantly learning. Life happens. It's our perception that's putting meaning to what's happening. So why sit in the negative and in the victim mentality? Why not turn it around? Use the experience to grow. Use the experience to learn new skills, learn new things, and get out there. So I want you all to start taking responsibility for your life. This does not mean that you're taking blame. All this means is that you are literally taking ownership and you are architecting your own life without any external event coming in and literally flooring you. So I'll leave you with that thought. If you've got any questions, if you're watching this on the replay, please put in, we've got Casey. This week I took responsibility for my finances and now more seems to be coming in as I've looked at what actually is going on, faced it, and now I can make a plan to move forward. Absolutely. And it's so easy to sit there saying, oh my god, I've got no money this week, I can't, I'm just eating beans on toast. Again, victim mentality. To be honest with you, fuck that shit. It's so negative. You're never going to attract positive stuff. Remember, what we put out, we're going to attract back. Okay, so put out positive stuff. Put out that you're in action. Put out that you're out there listening. Hey, Katerina. Hey, Karen. So true is how we respond. Absolutely, Katerina. So I encourage you all, take responsibility for whatever is coming up in your life. Whatever is coming up. Doesn't mean that you're taking blame for it. Don't think that, because it is not. You are taking action for it not to impact your life. For instance, going back to my divorce, I took ownership or responsibility on how it impacted my life. That's when my journey began. That's when my life literally turned around. Magic happens. Seriously, this is why I'm so passionate about teaching people how to be life architects. So if you want to learn more, come over to our community. It's all about believing in our successful selves. Absolutely. It's all about, I mean, we're infinite beings at the end of the day, right? We can actually achieve and create everything and anything that we want to. It's just believing that we have the power within us and stop sitting in that participant and that victim mentality, and surrounding yourself for people to call you out on your shit. To say, you know, look, what is this serving you? Is this helping you? So it's about, you know, being around like-minded people as well. So if you want to learn more or know more about becoming a life architect and how that can change your life, because it's changed mine, it's changed my clients, and it is just amazing. Mind shift, perception, the whole lot. Come and join us at the Life Architect Academy on Facebook, and I will see you on the inside. I'll put the link in here. If you've got any questions, jump on, let me know, and I will get back to you all. Have a wonderful day. I've got to go now. I've got group coaching sessions. Super excited about. See you later. Till the next time.